Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got Dom Pearl in Beauty Big Bang XL-024. I'm starting off with Nailtiques Formula 2, and here is Dom nail polish in the shade Pearl. It's like an almost white with a little bit of gray with some serious hollow going on. I'm going to go in with my first coat here and get this one started. Making a little bit of a mess, but Woody's got my back. Hi Woody, how you doing? I'm going to go in with the second coat of Pearl, and I was really excited to get this one a while back. It was really close to a white linear holographic, and I just had to have it. Woody's back again. He's so busy. And there we go. We're going to top it with the Pro FX Quick Dry Top Coat. I'm going to seal this one in and dry it down so that I can do some reverse stamping or advanced stamping, depending on what you want to call it. Look at that. So pretty. Here's Beauty Big Bang XL-024. I'm going to peel off this blue film real quick and clean this plate with some pure acetone. I like to clean it with the acetone and then rub a paper towel over it. And I'll be using my clear jelly scraper and a bunch of stampers. Some from AliExpress, some from Conad. And we've got Brave's Diva Game Over as our stamping polish today. Like I said, I'm going to do some advanced stamping or reverse stamping, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to make out 5 of these same images. I'm just going to show one. And we're going to fill in the flowers using these Orly polishes. We've got Hot Shot, Melt Your Popsicle, and Oh Snap. I'll be using the Robin Moses Nail Art wand today to fill in my flowers. I'm getting a little better about using this brush instead of a dotting tool. Getting a lot more comfortable with it. And I just kind of dab the polishes on and then kind of scooch them around with the brush. Hopefully not making the decals too thick. So there we go. Got that Hot Shot going in first. And I'm sorry I'm getting out of frame. I get to focusing on stuff sometimes and forget where my hands are. You know how that goes, right? But there we go. And now I'm going to go in with the melt. No, this is the Melt Your Popsicle, the orange. And I'm going to fill in a couple of flowers with it. You can see I'm just kind of like dabbing that around. I was going to put it there and I decided to change it down here. I'm going to do yellow on those other ones. And this is Oh Snap. This is from the new Orly Summer Neon collection. Well, I say neon, but 2 of them weren't neons at all. But the other 4 were. So here we go, getting that one done. And I do all of the decals exactly the same. I put the same colors on the same flowers on all of them. There we go. Ta-da! Flip it over, give it a good look. I'm going to run over the top of this with some of the smudge-free top coat from Anniology, just so that that black doesn't smear. And then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Clear to go over it. I was going to do a decal that I could peel up and then put on, but lazy got a hold of me, and I just decided to go ahead and just stamp straight from the stamper. It still kind of holds it all together. Because, you know, up there with just the lines is a little bit thinner than down there where I filled in the flowers. So, I wanted to make sure all of this transferred. I'm going to use this Super Dry that I get from the Dollar Tree, to be my tacky layer. I'm just putting a pretty thin coat. I'm not really dry brushing it, but it is a really thin coat of this on my nail, all the way to the sides. And then I'm going to apply this image. Kind of hard to line up when it's all full of color. There we go. Mush it down. I'm going to tap over it with my finger to make sure it's smooth. And then I'm going to take my little pinchy scissors and cut this excess off. I think they're called thread nippers, and I got mine, I think, off of eBay. I do have the actual name down in the description box if you're interested. I don't have a link because things like this, you know, they'll show up on eBay and then they'll disappear and then another seller will have them. So just look for thread nippers. I love them because you can use them with your right hand or your left hand. There we go. We're going in with that cuticle tool and going around the edge. And I'm trying to be careful not to distort those lines up on the top part of the image. So I'm struggling a little bit getting this one broke off or separated or whatever you want to call it. I keep rubbing my finger over it to make sure it's where I want it to be and that I'm not removing too much of the image. So I'm going to break out my little scissors again and just get this big piece off and another little piece off the side. You just got to do what works for you. Some people trim them down to fit their nails before they even, you know, start doing this process. But sometimes I do it that way. Sometimes I try to use this cuticle pusher to kind of break right where I want it. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go in with the cleanup brush and some acetone and just kind of tap the sides. I do this across the end to make sure that I get a smooth edge on that and I don't have anything sticking out to get caught in hair or on anything. Do the tap, 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 and we will be going underneath and cleaning some more here in just a moment. So as I get this little bit off there. There we go. I'm going to get all up under there. Kind of run it under there and get that blob out because that would drive me insane if I left it. And then we're going to go back up to the top and try to get this little bit of excess off that wooden cut. I could not get that broke with the cutter, the cuticle pusher. I want to call it a cutter. The cuticle pusher. So I don't want to go crazy and hurt myself, so I'm going to go in and clean up a little bit more. But I really enjoyed this one. This was so much fun to do. I love when I've got time to do more in-depth manicures and not just straight up stamping or double stamping. I really like when I can do this. So here we go. I'm going to do a close-up shot of how I'm doing that cuticle cleanup with the acetone. Also running the acetone around the edges like this and across the end, it kind of helps melt that polish down to the nail. Works out so good. But I really loved this. I loved the base color, the flower color, the image, everything. I just thought it was pretty cool. Getting all up under there. Letting y'all see how I do that. Got a little teeny bit of free edge starting to poke out on these nails, and I'm pretty happy about that. There we go. So I'm going to do all of them the same, and then I'm going to top everything off with the smudge-free top coat, because this side of the decal was not done with the smudge-free. This was still in smear position. Once that's totally dry, I'm going to top it with Seche Vite and finish this one off. And I'm going to cap that free edge. And here's my swatch photo. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment down below. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.